Woo! Di pa Friday. Pero nag-start, our show was today kasi excited na ako eh. Kaya naging Thursday.
Pero feeling ko yung guest natin ay masaya today, no? Tayo, klaro, medyo...
It's okay. I'm good. Yes, I did. Okay. I love morning games now, actually. Yeah. That's my thing now. Okay. Yes.
But it would have been nice if our school won.
Oh yeah. Oh. If LaSalle won, pagod na ako. Wala na ako dito. Yes.
So buti na lang natalo.
No, but fair play. Of course, UP is such a great team, entertaining to watch. Yes.
Yeah. So our guest naman, if you're following on Facebook, he did say that masaya siya today because nanalo una ang Celtics, nanalo pa ang UP. Cardiac game pa naman yung UP. Di ba? Coming down from 7 ata. Down by 7.
Pretty much. 7-8 point game the whole time.
So our guest for today, we're already in episode 95. Wow, 95 ka. So we have ESPN Philippines contributor and of course an Eternity of Basketball co-host. So I would like to
one of my titos from an Eternity of Basketball. So kompleto na ang mga tito ko. Ay, sir, I don't know if they know I call them that. Hi sir, good evening.
Ayan, tama. So welcome our friend from our sister show, an Eternity of Basketball, Sid Ventura. So Sid, congratulations on your 2 wins today.
Thank you.
Masasabi mo?
Well, that was a very unique morning kasi bihira yung after an NBA game, UAAP game kaagad kasi 10 o'clock yung kickoff, di ba? Ng UAAP ng UP LaSalle kanina, it's 10 a.m. and then
yes sir.
Actually nag-overlap kasi Celtics Bulls was 8 to 10:30. Tapos 10 a.m. ang UP LaSalle. So that was a very rare thing for to happen to me. My 2 favorite teams had simultaneous games for 30 minutes. Diba?
Medyo
pananalo.
Medyo extraordinary yung time. So may konting overlap in terms of sports. Some sports playing catch up, may parang kinakram nila yung schedule to make up for the lost time, na sir.
Yeah. Schedule ng UAAP ganun talaga, diba? They have to sanitize and everything.
Yes. But it's fun.
Ano ba yun? It's the start or pandemic lang yun? Sa pandemic lang yun, no? Yung 10 o'clock.
Ngayon lang ata. SEA Games 2019, they crammed UAAP basketball similarly, just so they can end early.
Nung 80s, ang kwento nga ni Jerry Codinera, no, when he guested on our show, minsan daw they had games at 8 o'clock in the morning. Seniors level.
Okay.
So nung talagang halos walang mainstream following pang UAAP nun.
Oh,
Wala
8
pa
or 9
TV.
8 or 9 in the morning, mga ganun daw yung schedule ng ibang games nila.
back in the day.
Tapos sa
yes.
tipo sa UST gym ganun, yung talagang hindi fan-friendly na lugar. So
Wala pang Rizal Memorial, sir.
wala pa. May mga games doon. Tapos may mga the big games I guess sa Rizal.
Yes,
So,
that's like the
ganun
Araneta MOA back in the day. Yes.
yeah.
Wala pang
Exactly.
UP. Wala pang UP. Ano? Di pa pwedeng UP gym doon. May butas, di ba?
Wala. Pero they
Oo,
did
wala.
hold a few games daw dati nung 70s. The original UP gym kasi was ako familiar ko sa UP it was near the old swimming pool, tapat ng chapel. That vacant lot there. Yun yung original location ng UP gym. And that gym was a spectator gym.
Okay.
So may bleachers. So they held a few UAP games there. Tapos nilipat to the current location. Naging laboratory gym na siya. More for education na.
Okay.
And training. So wala nang bleachers. Yeah. Yun yung
Just
story.
the basics.
Pero kwento lang sa akin yun ng lolo ko. Hindi ko naabutan yan.
Kinukwento na sa'yo, sir. Yes.
Hindi ko naabutan
So
yan.
pass down stories. So what do you think of the game?
Actually, naabutan ko.
Ano po na? You just don't want. Kaya pala titos talaga.
I was a kid nung nilipat yung starting high school.
Yes.
Nung nilipat yung gym.
Yes. I enjoy this. We're having an eternity of basketball. I like it.
Alright.
My sports history lesson. I'll never zone out if the lesson in class is sports history. I
Oo,
can
kapag
say
sports
that.
history, iba yun.
Pero
Pero mamaya, we'll get to Sid's career. But let's talk about the UAP. So what do you think of the game? Yung LaSalle
even
versus-
games today. Ang dami.
Games today,
Again,
actually.
Buffet tayo
Tuwing-
games. Di ba?
Oo.
Actually, hindi ko napanood lahat, because I know I don't think anyone can watch
That's
8
a lot.
hours of basketball. Diretso anyway. We have other things to do. Pero I was able to catch Ateneo UE, and Coach Jamaic was coaching in lieu of the suspended Jackson Tiago, and UE hung tough for 2.5 quarters, and then Ateneo started doing Ateneo things. Lumabas lang ako to get some food. Pagbalik ko, 20 na yung lamang ng Ateneo. It was like tabla, tapos mayat 20 na yung lamang. Sabi ko, okay. They stopped fooling around, I guess. So,
Si Mamuyak.
Yeah, si Mamu. So, yun lang napanood ko. I wasn't able to catch, actually, NU's blowout of UST. Hindi ko napanood yan. They won by 31. And right now, I think FU's ahead. Kanina
FAU, Adamson, no? The brothers.
The Rosella brothers, yeah.
Brothers, yeah.
Rosella brothers showdown. Kanina, FU was ahead. Teka. What is the score now?
Oh, my live update tayo
FU
right
won
now.
by 1. FU won by 1.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Wow. So it was good games, huh? Good games today, no?
Yeah.
You can say so.
Much needed win. It's 1-3 ang FU before that game. So
Yeah,
now
and they're slated to be in the
yeah.
Final Four.
But let's talk about the first game. That was
Yeah, let's
Game, sir. Game, of course.
yeah, that was
Okay, go ahead.
that's the most interesting game.
It was a very interesting.
Yeah, I know medyo masama ang loob nyo kayong dalawa.
I'm fine, sir. Okay na. I've seen worse.
Actually, Lasal has been in UP in 4 years na.
4 years.
Huh?
Yeah.
Really?
4
Wow.
years. Yeah. Nahirapan yung guards 2018 against guys like 1GDL, bigger guards, and then
That's
pandemic,
right.
and then here again.
Yeah, and
It's close game
Lasal
right
was quite a mess actually in 2018 season. Medyo,
Yeah, it was, sir. It was.
and yeah.
Wasn't that the last second shot of JDL? Yun ba yun?
That's
No,
one of them.
2019.
That's one
That's
of them.
2019.
2019.
At 2019, yes.
2019.
There you go.
Yeah, that was
There you go,
2019. Yung 682 yun. 81, the win over Lasal in the second round, that qualified UP for the Final Four. Kaya hindi ko makalimutan yun eh.
That was
Final
the
the
Four.
first
Messi
time?
game, sir.
Yeah.
That was the Messi
For
game.
how long?
Comeback yun eh. Mga 20 plus yung So, kaya hindi ko makalimutan yung win na yun. Then nag-post ako sa Facebook noon The PI, Final Four ng UP.
hindi na exempted sa finals like what
Oo.
a lot of UP
Napamura
people
ako for
would
the first time on Facebook.
say.
Wow! Kasi bonfire, di ba naglolo ko yung UP, nagka-bonfire kasi first time
Yeah,
daw.
I was actually there. I went there.
Talaga nagka-bonfire talaga?
Yeah.
Talaga.
I went there out of curiosity. Minsan ko, hindi naman siguro nila gagawin to, no? And then, ang dami ng tao.
Naging
What the
seryoso
hell
pala,
is going
sir.
on here? Yeah, it's may dumating na banda. Biglang nag-impromptu na concert. Sabi ko, oh my gosh, really? Kaya that gave birth to the Twitter account UP Bonfire. Hanapin niyo sa Twitter yun. May account na.
Okay.
UP Bonfire.
And if I can give some input, before UP Bonfire, did UP win today? And did UP win today is always giving good vibes now by saying yes. I don't know if si Kyle Silao pa rin yung display picture, nakalimutan ko na. Although sir, yung sige sir.
Nag-umpisa yun si Henry Asilong yung ano.
Ay, yes sir. Si Kyle Silao pala, a later generation.
Tapos naging si Kyle Silao.
Ayun. Thank you, sir. Perfect guest to have to talk today.
Oh,
so, yung bonfire you attended, that was specifically to celebrate Final Four? Kasi they had a bunch also.
The win.
The win. Wow.
To put UP into Final Four. Am I right?
No, the win that broke the 36-game losing streak.
Oh, okay. It was one of those 130.
The lone win that 2013 by 2014. That was the bonfire.
The OG bonfire in modern basketball of UP. Okay, got you there, sir. Just wanted to be sure.
2013. Yeah. Di ba kasi for 0-14 siya ng ilang seasons.
A number of times, yes.
And then 2013 yata yun, tama. When they finally won. So naglokohan sa Twitter, bonfire na. Na nakatotoo.
Okay.
Nagka-bonfire talaga.
Yeah, the OG bonfire. Kasi
impromptu.
There's a number of bonfires na after that. So like, okay, UP fans will win it.
Hindi ko alam kung nagka-bonfire after that eh. Parang wala.
Wala na ba, sir? I might be mistaken. I often hear the term, oy, bonfire ulit. But it can be a joke, of course, to celebrate.
Joke lang yan. I'm not aware of any other bonfire that followed.
Okay, so it's just the OG, just that talaga.
Yeah.
Grace that occasion.
The lone bonfire.
But you guys have a good chance of being in the finals against Ateneo.
Well,
lakas nung, what's his name? Si Spencer. My gosh, 0 in the first half. Biglang, diba 0 points in the first half?
When he was a rookie, the coach is really high on him.
Yes.
Maganda yung skill set. And then he was asked to practice with the Gilas youth because they didn't have enough warm bodies for one practice. Inibita siya ata ni Sandy, Aris Pocochaga. And then he made the final lineup. He impressed the coaching staff. That 2019 ba yun? I think when they went to Greece, sila na Kai Soto. So, you know the guy already,
yes, something.
He had the chops, to play at this level.
Lakas din.
Saka parang lumaki hita eh. Parang hindi ganun kalaki hita niya dati eh.
I don't know. Claro watched it live, so I'm not sure. Claro ba, malaki ba hit?
I didn't super stand out, but you only see these things when you see players in person. I wouldn't be surprised. Because that's yung mga motor niya, diba? I wouldn't be surprised. But of course, if you're talking about Spencer to single him out, of course he's bulked up in a good way from 2018, 2019, all those years. So that's what you want to see as a player. That's what you want to do individually.
Yeah.
Tapos sa counterpart naman si Michael Phillips.
Michael Phillips, 6'8" guy.
What a workhorse.
Yeah. I think coaches are also very high on him as well. He's showing what he can do. And then, of course, Evan Nell transferee from
I'm glad you said his name correctly. Can I just clap? Kasi
tag mo yung kaibigan mo, Claudia.
Madami nagkakamali with his last name eh.
Nell?
Okay, post natin.
It's actually Nell. His mom is actually my best friend, right? Since we were in high school in Brent. And I called her Nell. Her last name is really Nell. And then, madami in the broadcast panel. Medyo,
nag-Nelly sila sa...
Exactly. They changed it to Nelly. So it's really Nelly now. But I know.
Bakit nga ba? I think I always knew before na Nel siya. Hindi, kasi Jude Roque, good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Sandeda team manager. So, minsan, nung giinuman and he talks about his players, he'd always say, si Evan Nel. So, I think that's
Nel,
where it
diba?
came from.
Yeah.
Nag-stick
Nel
from
talaga.
day
Kaya
one.
parang always, from the start, all along, I knew it was Nel.
Yeah. Ako rin,
Because
I knew really it's Nel. And then parang naging Nele, and then then they stuck with Nelly, which is okay naman daw, according to the mom. So I may paalam naman sa kailangan Nel. So it's either Nel or Nelly. I like the boy. He's my godson. So clutch.
He's a good player. He's a good player. Didn't connect lang on the game tying shot kanina, pero at least he had the cojones to take that shot. Yeah, I was telling
We need that,
the other, in my group chat with sina Jude before the start of the season, my pick for dark horse was LaSalle talaga.
Finals.
Yeah. Kasi si Coach Jude was saying, no, malamang UP natin na yan, sabi niya. They're head and shoulders above the rest. Sabi ko, I think LaSalle is you gotta look out for LaSalle as well for one reason lang. Para for me, because of Derek Pumarin.
Manong.
Okay, si Manong.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Believe ako sa kanya mag-coach. And I think he's the coach that LaSalle needs right now. They experimented past 2 seasons in work. Jermaine Bird and then Luis Gonzalez.
One-shot deals.
Yeah. Walang continuity So,
that's true.
And what Manong Derek did with CEU, the D-League, the way he handled that, diba? I mean, they kicked out a lot of players for game fixing though. Diba?
Yeah.
And 7-man lineup siya, one of which was actually si Malik Diouf, who's now with UP.
Okay.
And 7-man lineup, nadala niya to finals. And they actually beat Ateneo. Dun sa one of the games in the final. Best of 3.
I think I remember this one, yes.
That was the last time that Tab Baldwin lost to a local coach, actually.
Really?
7-man lineup, tipin mo yun. Ando pa nga yata si third din nun And then,
wow. Okay.
Sir, kung tama yung prediction mo, ako ang bahala. I'll give you a drink. Pagkain.
Yan, beer daw.
Yun.
Wag lang at the expense of UP, baka mamaya hindi UP makakwalify.
Alam nga naman,
win or lose,
Ateneo.
sir. Win or lose, sir. Basta okay yung prediction more if it comes through, sir. I got you.
This is actually live and it's going to be recorded and we'll put it as a snippet.
Yes.
Na si Claro will take care of the beer if naka-finals.
Ang DLSU.
Ang DLSU.
Regardless.
So do you think matatalo ang Ateneo? May matatalo sa Ateneo?
I say no.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, you think so?
This season, sir.
So,
at least isa.
May upset na isa.
May upset.
I don't think they're gonna go unbeaten. So,
okay.
I think the 2019 team was yun ang talagang alam mong maging unbeaten yun. They were just top to bottom. They were really solid. Yeah, there was with 30 and Isaac Go and all the Nieto brothers, Will Navarro.
Yeah.
Diba? Malakas din tong team na to. Pero you can see na yung ibang teams medyo mas competitive na ngayon kaysa na 2019. LaSalle was also neck and neck through 3 quarters.
One point na lang.
NU was within 4 points last 2 minutes. Diba? So the other teams aren't as scared anymore, tingin ko. And marami pitfalls sa second round. So let's see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised. Kung magkaroon ng 1 loss ang Ateneo this season.
I have a feeling also. I have a feeling. And I have a feeling it's gonna be with LaSalle.
Wala na akong budget, ha?
Dalawa na lang. Either LaSalle and UP. Actually, if, diba?
Pero yung next LaSalle Ateneo game, may audience na yan. So,
yes.
It's gonna be fun.
We'll be definitely watching that. And I want to watch the UP LaSalle and Ateneo LaSalle. For sure.
Well, sir,
Yeah, second round.
given you think Ateneo will lose at least one game, do you see that in the eliminations or in the postseason already? And
Ending
then
Ooh.
siguro. I think elimination.
eliminations. So you're calling a final four and not step ladder. I think my step ladder pa rin, if undefeated. If I'm not
Yes, meron.
mistaken, the
Mm.
usual. Okay. But with this, you think Ateneo's, more reachable? Do you think they went down a bit because of the pandemic? Parang naging reset button eh. 2 years, a lot of players turned
Mhm.
pro, or
Yeah.
did teams take advantage? Oy, let's catch up. Kasi parang tagal ng
Well,
off-season.
obviously, yeah. Well, obviously, look, UP nag-stockpile. Look at their lineup, ano? Hindi
Oh
pa
yeah,
nga nagagamit yung iba dun eh. Antonio Sebio hasn't been used yet. Henry Galinato, hindi pa nagagamit. Alonso Tan, these are all very highly touted rookies in 2019.
Mhm.
And they haven't been able to crack the lineup. RC Kalimag, in and out of the lineup. Gilas Youth yun, na shooter. So, he wasn't used kanina. So, ganun kalalim yung bench, ano?
Mhm.
Then, also Lasal. Maganda ang recruitment ng Lasal. Although, sayang, hindi nakalaro si Raven Cortez itong season na to. He would have been a really good
Alanganin.
addition
Yes.
Is
to
it
Lasal.
Cortez?
Zobel.
Zobel.
Big man, kalaban ni Kai in high school.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
may injury yata eh. And
Yes.
I think he's on the reserve list. I'm not sure. Diba,
I believe yes,
there's a
sir.
reserve
Yes.
list now eh. There's a reserve list now in case may magka-COVID na players. You can pick from a pool of 4 reserves.
Okay.
And if they only play 2 games, they don't give up a year of eligibility. Pero if they play a third game, it'll count na sa a year.
Okay. So
Eligibility.
so parang limit is on two games lang. And then back to the reserve list.
Yeah, if they want to play beyond that, ano na yan? Bilang na sa ano nila. Eligibility years nila yan.
Uy, that's
So-
interesting.
Yeah, it provided a new wrinkle eh. Actually.
Yeah.
Kasi
Because
yung
of the
kaya
COVID.
nakita nyo before the
COVID.
season, di ba? Yung mga team photos, ang dadami nila.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
20 sila, di ba? Sabi ko, what's going on? Eh, yun pala, yun yung rule. May extra 4 ka pala. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Akala ko dami naka-team picture kasi wala pang final cut. Kasi
Oh,
Yun
parang
yung
final cut.
20 na yun.
malapit na season, excited na, picture na lang tayo. Sige.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
at least
So anyway,
that
going back
answers
to
it.
your question, Claro, I think this season kasi medyo unique yung circumstances, the compressed schedule. I think more than any other season, the talent's gonna win out because all the teams didn't have enough time to prepare to really gel. Walang preseason. Very few exhibition games. I think mga dalawa lang yata na tune-up games, 2 or 3 per school was managed. January lang in-announce na may season. So teams only had 2 months to prepare. No? So tapos ngayon games are every other day. You really don't have enough time to prepare for your next opponent. I mean, after today, UP's gonna have to prepare for FEU. Lasal is gonna have to prepare for UE yata.
Adamson.
Adamson. Diba?
This
1
Thursday,
game.
this Saturday.
This Saturday,
Yeah,
diba?
Saturday.
Dati hindi You had like a week in between
Yes,
games to
2 games
to
kasi
prepare.
di ba?
Diba? Ngayon every other day you're constantly innovating and playing it by ear. So pag ganun, I think the more talented teams will really have an advantage. It'll be very difficult for the less talented teams to try and match up. So that being said, Final Four ko UP, Ateneo, FEU, Lasal siguro. And
Uy,
but
parehas.
NU might NU tingin ko they're very well coached. Si Jeff Napa.
Coach Jeff, yes. May comment pala tayo, sir. Just to break the ice a bit.
Mhm.
Si Ray Palma, congrats sa UP, Sir Sid. Sino guest niyo bukas? Ay, Saturday, sorry. EOB.
Ay,
Yes.
nako. Magaling yung
Ay,
guest namin ngayon. Tignan mo na lang sa page namin.
Yan.
Then actually wala. We're gonna take a 2-episode break for Holy Week, no? So wala kami this April 9, wala rin sa April 16. We're gonna come back on April 23. So
Tagal
Okay.
na rin.
Yeah. Si Noel kasi has a lot of sins to cleanse. Kaya
Oo nga eh.
he needs a long break. He needs a long break. Kaya ano.
Si Sir Noel yung artista, syempre, 'di ba, sir?
Oo.
Yung mga cover boy, you know.
Speaking of AOB, we've had all hosts of
Yes.
AOB as
Yeah,
guests.
tas
You
ako
were
yung
the
huli,
last one.
Yeah, nagtatampo na nga ako eh. Parang sabi ko, bakit di ako
But
inimbitan?
what can I say, Sid?
So
You're
sabi
the
namin-
first. Sorry, go ahead, Caro. Yun.
Sabi namin best for last, sir, 'di ba?
Oh, best for
Sports
last.
writer eh.
You know why? You're the first one that's live.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So we had Noel. We didn't talk about his career. We discussed we didn't discuss his Gilas basketball.
More FIBA
More
Gilas
FIBA.
basketball. Yes.
Yeah, he
So
has a lot of
topic-
FIBA stories. He's been all
Yeah,
around.
so it was a topic oriented episode. And then then Charlie Cuna was his career, but it was recorded. And then we had Jay Mercado, who requested to have Charlie and talk about the PBA and his career.
PBA history.
Okay.
Parang nag-AOB spin-off.
Hindi ko pa napapanood yung episode ni Noel, but did he tell you the story about when he was in Cebu and he
I don't think so.
pinagkamalan
Game, sir.
siyang wanted na terrorist. Noong 2004 yata yun. Because he was walking past the wanted poster
Ganito
ng
natin.
isang terrorist
Ayun.
na
Lights off muna ako, sir. Scary
hindi ko alam
story.
kung Abu Sayyaf or what, pero basta may wanted na I forgot the name eh. And my security guard looked at the poster and he looked at Noel. So, he was medyo kinabahan daw si Noel. No, hindi ako yan. Kasi balbasarado pa rin ever since eh. Ever since talagang siya eh. So, anyway, baka hindi niya kwento yun. That was a good story.
Hindi niya kwento yun, of course.
Sir, because of that, kukunin namin si Sir Noel. Next time, talk about this story. Ayun, sir. Kakat natin yung video nito.
Yeah, we'll get it as a snippet.
Sige, ipakwento niyo yun.
Okay.
Ang dami niyang kwento. It was mimicking Coach Raiko, kinagaya niya yung boses.
I think I heard it once.
Yeah.
Nasa likod lang pala niya. Si Raiko.
I didn't know this.
Parang, talaga, it was the ultimate, he's behind me, isn't he? Yung ganong klaseng moment.
Tawag
Oh
pagkatapos.
my goodness.
They're good friends. They're really good friends.
They are.
Raiko
For
and
sure, yeah.
Noel.
Yes,
Oh
that's
my
my favorite
goodness.
Gilas team. Yes. Another story. That's another story we can talk
Actually, we
about.
could ask that. Yes, but later we could ask that.
Yeah.
Who's your Cynthia? Who's your favorite Gilas team?
Or national team. Baka
Or
may
national
three
team.
Gilas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tatanong ko
actually,
sana,
yeah.
Gilas lang ba? O
Or kasi
national team?
kasi
Yeah.
AOB ka, so you know you
86.
met all your
Gotta be 86 team. The
Sila-
Golden
86.
Bronze.
yeah.
The Golden
Sila
Bronze.
Alan
Coach
Kaydig.
Jong. Is that right?
No. Sinana yan. Jolie pa. That was yung hybrid na may natira sa NCC and then the next batch sina Jolas, Alvin, and sina Dindo, Ronnie. Yan, they merged in that team, and this was after NCC was disbanded because of the EDSA revolution, and then umalis si Ron Jacobs, umalis si Dennis Steele, Jeff Moore,
Jeff
Jeff
Engeland.
Engeland, and they had to build the program from scratch, and they tapped Jolie pa, and kinuha niya nag-tryouts, mga 200 daw na nag-tryouts, and the final 12 was Jolas, Glenn Capasio, Dindo Pumaren, Ronnie Magsano, Alvin Patrimonio, Jerry Codinera, Harmon Codinera, Jack Tanuan, Alan Kaydik, Elmer Reyes, Samboy Lim, and Eric Altamirano.
Lakas
So,
naman.
hindi, pero nung time na yun, Jolas, hindi kilala. Alvin he wasn't Alvin yet. No? And I was going through some old newspaper and sports magazine articles before the Asian Games. And some sports writers were actually advocating na wag na lang ipadala yung team na yan kasi embarrass lang tayo. They thought na tatambangan lang yung team na yun. So they were actually calling for the BAP not to send that team anymore.
Wow.
And they ended up winning the bronze. The tallest player was Jericho Diñera, 6'5".
6'5".
Yeah.
A very
So,
Pinoy lineup. Yes.
Yun yung ano,
Yeah.
yung
Yeah.
heartbreaking na loss sa Korea, the semifinals.
Yung
One
kay
point.
Alan, yung ba yung charging? Yung charging ni Alan.
Stole the ball.
Yeah.
Nag-guess si Ronnie yung si Ronnie yung 3-on-1. To his right was Samboy, to his left was Alan. So either way, so pinasa niya kay Alan, charging. So tinanong namin si Ronnie, what if you had passed to Samboy?
Oh no. Ang sakit nun.
Parang spur of the moment, parang natural pinasa niya kay Alan. But there was one teammate of theirs na gines namin. I think it was Elmer Reyes. I can't remember if it's Elmer or Glenn Capasio. Basta sabi niya, should pass to to Samboy daw. Kasi sure ball na yun. Sure ball na shoot yun kung si Samboy yun.
That's it.
So,
but that call was it was controversial because it wasn't really a charging. Yeah. So if there was a replay, if that happened today, diba? Tas may
gaganoon sila.
Green buzzer yun. Pwede may green light yun.
Green light yun. Tas lalabas na yung mga diba?
Yeah. Pero wala sa Korea ginawa yung game. Korea yung kalaban.
Against Korea pa, right? So yeah.
Korea has never lost the basketball gold in Korea sa Asian Games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tingnan nyo, go back. Pati yung Busan. Diba?
Oh gosh. My gosh.
That's the one I reached already, yes. Growing up.
Painful.
South Korea won that. They beat Yao Ming and China in the gold medal match.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was the consolation.
Part.
That was the consolation of it. Masakit
diba?
din.
So hindi sila natatalo pag sa they beat Yao Ming.
Yao Ming was there, yeah. Yao Ming
Wang
stayed alive that time.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
pero
yung 96 ba yun was the start of the Korean curse?
86 yun.
86 was the start of the Korean.
Yeah, that one.
That was the start of the Korean curse, right? And then we kept losing until
2002. 98 tinambakan tayo. 94, 98 we lost also to Korea Asian Games. Pero hindi masyadong close. 2002 yung pinakamasakit talaga.
Yeah, that last the 3-point shot, andun na yung bola. Nakuha na.
Do you know the guy who made the shot? Si Lee Sang-min yata pangalan niya. I think so. That was the only 3-point shot he made. He missed his
in that whole game.
He missed his previous 6 attempts. Yun lang na shoot niya.
Tas it was pa loose ball, and then
natapik
pa. Nakuha sana ni Don Ontiveros.
Nobody went to the floor kasi.
Yeah. Wala, we can't
Wala nag-dive to the floor.
Can't go back.
Ayoko na malalay.
Ikaw nagbalik. Anyway. Well, back now to the present. The Gilas system naman is actually pretty good. Let's not comment on that. But
you said it.
I stopped it.
Well, may mangyayari to this year, no? So, we're the host next year. So, we got to develop the pool. And, kasi wala rin naman, unlike to 2019, there's really no urgency to qualify because we're already qualified, no?
Yeah.
So, Coach Chot actually has the luxury of experimenting with his pool. And may maraming bagong challenges ngayon. Nandiyan na yung Japan League, nandiyan yung NBL. Our players are scattered all over. It's very hard to get them all on board. So it wasn't a popular move replacing Tab, pero it's we just nandiyan na eh. So
it is what it is, as they say.
Important natin si Coach Chot, nandiyan na rin lang.
Andun na eh. Might as well just support, diba? We might pull a rabbit out of a hat, diba? And surprise us all. So, okay, so Sid, you are also now the ESPN contributor, and you're running for the finals, the PBA finals. So this is part 4 of the Ginebra versus Meralco.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Prediction. Am I allowed to ask that?
Ano,
Which team in how many
Yeah.
games?
shortest is 4, the longest is 7.
Galing.
That's
Anong
my
team,
prediction.
sir? Anong team, sir? Sir, isang team lang.
I love
Na,
that.
na.
Bawal ba, sir?
Bawal.
Hindi
Genuinely
naman
curious.
bawal, hindi naman bawal. Pero,
Ah.
I think lang na, Meralco will be more competitive compared to the last 3 series, the last 3 matchups, because they they have more firepower. They have Alain Maliksi, they have Raymond Almazan, they have Chris Banchero, who weren't around for those 3 losses before. And it's interesting. I interviewed sina Newsom and Cliff Hodge after eliminated Magnolia, and they said, they felt confident this time. They felt they had a stronger lineup, and their import parang mas fit ngayon. Although they love Alan Durham as a teammate, and as a player, pero parang yung skill sets ni Tony Bishop parang mas ngayon, mas kailangan nila an outside shooter to draw out the opposing import, because they already have an Almazan inside. And kung Durham din yun, edi mag-aagawan lang sila sa di ba? Sa low block.
The one that made the difference talaga last game was Alain Maliksi. I think he's trying to prove a point na
last night.
Yeah. Was it last night?
Yeah,
last night. Oh my gosh, last night.
Yeah, it was just last night. Wait, I have the here. I know wala na pala. I have the stat sheet. He scored 22 points.
22 ba? 22 points.
I can't remember. 22, 24, parang ganun. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's interesting din si Alain kasi alam mo naman yun he's makita lang yung ring, titira na yun Diba? Pero he said something interesting last night when we talked to him. He said he's getting more touches, and it's all in the flow of their offense. Okay? Sabi niya mahirap daw kasi na titira siya, and then after 5 minutes saka siya titira uli, yung rhythm nawawala. And I think Norman Black recognizes that, and he's made it a point that their offense will flow through Alain.
So go-to.
That's something they didn't have before. I mean, they had Jimmy in 2016, Jimmy Alapag, who wasn't afraid to take the big shot. Pero he was really on his last legs na nun.
Yeah.
Kaya medyo hirap na siya. Si Alain yung player na hindi takot tumira ng last shot, taking the big shot. Yeah, Chris Newsom, to a certain extent, is not afraid also. Pero si Alain talagang, alam mo yun, talagang unconscious less gunner na tinatawag.
And si Chris Newsom proved leaps and bounds. Wow.
Yeah.
That layup against Stan Hardinger. Wow.
Yeah. Him and Cliff Hodge are better than they were in 2019. Nag-improve silang dalawa. Okay? They're more mature now. They appear stronger, lalo na si Chris. For some reason, parang he looks a lot stronger on the court now. Mas mas forceful siyang tignan na maglaro. And parang mas may confidence yung dalawa ngayon. Wasn't there before, no? Ginebra, of course, will always have Justin Brownlee, who I think should win Best Import. Probably will. And then Tenorio. The big question mark is Japet, yung availability of Japet Aguilar. If he cannot come back, if he cannot come
Injured,
back. Yeah. Calf strain. Yeah.
Calf strain.
Those things are tricky. Rest lang kasi ang sagot dyan
Yeah.
You cannot massage it or anything. Wala,
can't put all the muscle tape. Hindi pwede.
Kasi the Canisio tape,
Yeah.
Mahirap yan.
Well, I think the series is gonna take a break for Holy Week. Wala yatang games. Siyempre, walang games sa Good Friday, so that's a plus for Ginebra. If Japet can come back at some point in the series, that would be big for them. No? So I think that would be the X factor.
Sana hanggang Game 7, no? Tas I think they're
Arena, no?
They're looking at the Philippine arena. It's gonna be crazy.
Yes. Yeah. Sinabi ni, ano yan, ni Com Willie.
Yeah.
Kundi available ang Araneta yun, ano. O Arena. They're looking at Philippine Arena for Game 7.
This is
This
the
is
best
during
for, best
the
for Game 7.
Can we say post-pandemic na to or
Parang nasa pandemic pa rin tayo,
we're still
I
in the
feel.
pandemic? But
Meron pa rin. Well, pupunta na siguro konti sa endemic. Pero yun, nandun pa rin. And I'm wondering lang kung will they sell all the tickets? Will they make all the tickets available?
yeah,
54,000?
54,000. Baka ano yan. I don't think they're gonna make it 100%. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people. Wow.
Okay pa rin.
Kaya yun i-fill up, ah. Kaya i-fill up yun.
Hmm.
Nebra fans pa lang eh.
Yeah, that's Game 7 no 2017 was 54,000.
That was
the record.
Game 6,
That was-
Game 7.
Game
For
7,
PBA
Hinebra
game.
Meralco. Yeah, Hinebra Meralco.
That was the third.
Game 7.
The third.
The second. That was the
The
second.
second.
Hmm.
Okay.
The first
Yung
was,
first-
yung Justin Brownlee iconic shot. Ng buzzer
Si
beater.
Brownlee ang tumanggap. Then,
Yeah.
iconic.
Si attorney yun, Attorney Charlie.
Attorney
Iconic
yan.
call niya. Brownlee ang
Si
tumanggap.
Brownlee ang tumanggap.
Let's fly.
Let's fly.
Alex Compton sa kasi Yang Giao sabay na they were talking over each other, something excited nila.
Coach Yang.
So ganda sana kung pakinggan nyo na lang yung crowd, di ba?
Sila yung sila din yung na-excite eh. It was a good game. It was a good game.
That was a great
It's good to have sports back, no, Sid? Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. 2020, my gosh, that was, I was still editor pa noon of ESPN 5, and we were really racking our brains. Nag kami over Zoom, nag-meeting. Guys, what are we gonna write about? Wala, there's nothing on the site. There's no sports. What are we gonna do here? Wala man lang NBA news to carry the traffic. So that was really a challenge. At least ngayon, things are opening up again and the leagues are all back. So very, very thankful for that.
Now you have a lot to write about.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yan. Both a good problem. But sir, I think though, am I right? You put up an Eternity of Basketball, yung show nyo, to somewhat get you articles. It's like archives, looking back, all these
actually,
stories.
Not so much yung the writing off of the episodes. That just came later on. One of my writers, si before, si Richard D, veteran PBA writer, parang he listened to one episode and then he messaged me, say, hey Sid, ang galing ng story ni I forgot which episode. Can I write about that? Sabi, sige, why not? So that's where it started. It's actually Richard D's idea. Because all of these guests were suddenly sharing stories that they had never shared before, these stories were seeing the light of day for the first time.
Yeah.
And it became a good topic to write about. But we started kasi my first plan was for us to kasi PBA Rush started showing all of these these throwback games from the 80s, PBA games, no? And naging nostalgia trip ako. I told Charlie Noel, why don't we parang dissect these old games online? Why don't we do that? Parang yung parang ginagawa ng nina Rob Perez sa States. Guy on Twitter. Why don't we break down Toyota Crispa ganyan, and how these players move ganyan. And then I found out later medyo komplikado pala yung ganong setup, no. You need a special kind of software. You need the expertise to move it. So, sabi ko, wag na lang. Mahirap masyado. So, and sabi ko, why don't we guess na lang players from that era. Tapos, they like the idea, and then, ano ang pangalan ng natin, ang show natin. And then it was Noel, he messaged sa group chat, what about an Eternity of Basketball? Joe Cantada line. Parang alam mo yan, it's one of those things that when you hear it for the first time, alam mo ang patok
Actually,
diba?
Yeah.
Pretty much captures what our show is about. That's iconic line pa siya.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every local basketball anchor has said that line. Noong sa araw lang, Boom Gonzales said it.
Basketball.
Yes. Boom Zaga. I heard that.
Parang binibring flag pa kami, ano? Diba?
So,
Wow.
sa susunod, sir, some might say no pun intended, pero nandun pa rin yung plug. You took the name already for your own. In a good way, for your own. Yes.
Actually, to give a background, Noel actually also gave us our name.
Yeah, this podcast name.
Yeah. We didn't think of doing a podcast. We were just making makulit. We were just being makulit in a chat group, di ba, Claro?
During the pandemic,
Yeah.
I asked something about Asian imports, and then Sir Noel goes, "Why don't you guys just go talk about it?" It's called Who the Heck Are We? Because sino nga ba kayo? Random
sino
people.
ba kami?
Boom.
Tapos yun,
Okay.
Boom. Like, as in, the next day, or 2 days after that, may logo, may ganun na kami, nag-zoom na kami. So, yeah, Noel gave us our name also. So, galing naman ni Noel gumawa ng ano naman talaga.
Yes. But there's a nice question.
Good. There's a nice question.
On Attorney Basketball.
Yeah.
Yes, I can flash it right here.
Yeah.
Good evening, Sir Sid. Doc Miko here of the Basket Vault. Just wondering, what are your personal favorite AEOB interviews or episodes? We had to say this too recently when we were just announcing our giveaway. It was hard. So we were put in the hot seat recently also, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, may personal ka ba? Maybe dalawa.
Yeah. Dalawa or...
If you name everyone, sir, madaya eh.
Hindi. Favorite. I really enjoyed the Pido Harencio episode. I think nasa 40-minute mark na, wala pa rin nakakasingin sa amin tatlo eh. Coach Pido, diretso ang kwento niya. Hindi kami makahirit. Hindi siya naubusan ng sasabihin. Saka ng laway. Diretso siya. And he's always fun to talk to. No? Pero we also got serious. In that episode, I asked him about what he thought about the controversial source of on bubble and what the fallout after that, the players leaving. And he gamely answered it naman. Naging serious siya. So I really appreciated that. Yeah. That was a good And then the Atoy Ko episode was really bonkers. Kasi that controversial thing he said about Jaworski being an ordinary player, ganyan. But I think the favorite part of that episode for me was when he said na at him and Freddie Hubal, they had planned to join Toyota at the end of 1977 season. And they had actually already met with the management of Toyota. Pero hindi raw sila binalikan for some reason. And they kind of felt insulted kasi, pareho silang star player na ng Crispa. Bakit hindi kami binalikan ng Toyota? Diba? And ang theory ni Atoy, parang hindi pumayag ang PBA kasi masisira yung rivalry ng Crispa Toyota, which was the hottest ticket back then. No? Pero it sort of parang gave rise to parang may alternate universe pala out there na Atoy Ko and Freddie Ubalde and Mon Fernandez and Sonny Jaworski and Francis Arnaiz were all on the same team. Parang ganun, parang, what if?
What if?
What if natuloy yun? Yan.
Yeah.
Warriors before Warriors. Heat before Heat.
Before the
Big three before big.
games.
Yeah.
Because the very intense na 1977, that was parang the most intense year siguro of the Toyota Crispa rivalry. That was the year that all of them got detained in Fort Bonifacio ba? Because of
Fort Bonifacio.
Back when it was a military
The
base.
brawl.
Yeah.
It was the brawl.
On real base.
Nagka-brawl and they were all hauled off to a military cell where they spent the night. No? Ganun ka. No? They really hated each other. They really did. So parang nakakagulat yung story ni Atoy na gusto pala nila mag-Toyota. Kasi nag-expire na yung contract nila with Crispa and nabalitaan nila mas mataas yung sweldo ng Toyota. Sa Toyota, parang before LeBron put together that yung pala yung
Yung pala
Warriors.
Diba?
Yes.
Imagine if Bird and McHale went to the Lakers.
Oh my goodness. Masakit sa'yo yun.
Hindi ko kaya.
Oo. Yun yung magnitude nun. Yung
Yeah.
gagawin sana ni sa PBA setting.
Yeah.
Diba? So, yeah.
That's a good analogy, ah. That's a good.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that's a good.
But
Yeah.
this NBA perspective, LeBron and Kobe teammates sa NBA team. Like I wouldn't be able to take it also. I feel it would be in that magnitude. Yeah.
I don't think they
that's-
would have wanted to be teammates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Diba?
I don't think they're.
Yeah.
Lalo si
Ay,
Kobe, I don't think he would have wanted
Quick
to.
lang daw, I know I have a schoolmate, he got to see Team USA. Kobe was mad at LeBron because he wasn't passing the ball. 2007 FIBA Americas. Yeah. I'll just leave it there to cut
Oh
this
wow, really?
conversation of rivals.
There's a very good podcast on Spotify by Jack McCallum, yung about the Dream Team. Hanapin niyo yun kay
Got you,
and
sir.
he interviewed people who were on the 2008 Redeem Team. And there was really something between Kobe and LeBron. Hanapin niyo sa Spotify yan. Jack
Got you, sir.
McCallum ang nag-narrate. It's a really good series.
Right. Yes. If I can add something with an eternity of basketball, iba yung media that time when these players were hitting the court. So now they have this chance for conversations, and it's opened up Pandora's box. Kasi, we didn't have social media during our time. Parang bumabawi ngayon in a way, sir. That's why people go to you guys every Saturday. Kayo yung
Saka
go-to.
2 hours. 2
Yeah,
hours.
kasi-
2.5 hours ang to.
Yes, people were telling us, no, this is not gonna work. 2-hour show.
Yeah.
Yan.
Kami rin.
Diba?
Yeah.
Pero, it works. We've tried cutting it down to 1.5. Pero ang daldal minsan ng mga guests eh. Pero, yeah, I think one reason why many of the guests have opened up about their playing careers, una-una, patagal na yun, tapos na. No, what are they gonna do? Diba? What are the people gonna do? They're gonna arrest these people for hindi naman
Ang dami na, sir.
diba?
Reveal.
So, and
Matroll sila, matroll.
I think they've been wanting to tell these stories for such a long time.
Yeah.
Nakabaon sa loob, and they needed to let it out. And since may nauna ng iba, inisip na ng mga sumusunod na guest, okay na siguro kung si Mon Fernandez nakwento niya kung saan nag-umpisa yung away nila ni Jaworski. Di ako siguro pwede na ako magkwento ng ng mga nangyari sa akin. Speaking of which, yung pinaka-wild yung kay Marlo Hacotin. Yung sina ni Arnie Tuadles yata they were taken somewhere na car, tinutukan daw sila ng baril. They were players. Parang gano'n. Hanapin niyo yung sa episode namin.
Si Marlo Hacotin, yeah.
Yeah. That was really wild. Sabi ko, oh my gosh. Talaga. Ganun
Di ba
pala
may isa yung
kalala.
nagsasapan?
Pero, tagal na. I can get away with it, or I got away with it. We can't put it against you now.
Yeah,
Ang dami.
wala na.
Oh my gosh, ito talaga. So many of that.
Pero-
Court takes.
Pero what I like about their show, Karo, kasi I help sa back end, is some of them get emotional, a lot of them get emotional.
I've got
because they
some,
go back
yes.
to the- you've got, so Sid, Claro,
I'd see
before was
them.
the one.
I'd see them.
Yeah.
Like I'd watch shows also and kasi, oh my gosh,
He would also do the snippets before, si Claro.
kapatid ko ngayon.
Now it's the brother. But the good thing about AOB is you also highlight those that are not superstars then, di ba?
Yeah.
So they also have a chance to tell their story in a platform that a lot of people will listen to.
They all have a story, lalo na yung mga hindi tumagal. Mga 1 or 2 seasons lang. Parang naglalabas sila ng bakit di sila minsan sama ng loob na after 2 seasons, no team wanted me anymore. I still had enough. I still had more to give, pero wala kasi mga agent noon.
Yeah.
Galit yung coach sa akin. He didn't give me breaks. So I think it's a good outlet for them to not really air their grievances, but tell their side of the story. Kasi a lot of fans are wondering, bakit kaya 3 years lang tong si ang galing-galing naman.
Yeah.
Diba? What happened to him? Where did he go? So this is a good venue for the players to answer the fans, about what happened to them.
That's right. Okay. So, do you want to go on a break and then we'll discuss naman your career, no, Sid? So,
Sure.
And then may draft tayo mamaya. Yes. Basketball
ready ka na ba,
monikers.
Sid?
I got my list here.
All right.
I
So
crammed. Yeah, I thought.
and that's you were crap. That's why you were looking at your phone.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
also messaging and telling our group na, "Oy guys, may kwento dito." Sir Sid saying Sir
Oh
Noel is
yeah.
mistaken for Ted. I messaged the group right now. I couldn't
That's so
help it.
funny. All
Some
right.
guys are laughing.
Wag i-deny ni Noel yan, ah. Wag niyo i-deny yan. Ilang
Secret
beses na
namin yan.
kwento yan.
Okay, sige. Wait, long. So, okay, so, eternity of basketball tuloy. Who the heck are
Hala.
we? Oh my, who the heck are we is
Kasi-
part of the Globally Ballin Network. Check out their website for their original articles, audio projects, and video projects. Follow us on YouTube, on social media at WTHW Podcast. That's Facebook, Instagram, as well as TikTok. You can subscribe to Global YouTube channel. Press that bell button to subscribe, and you'll be able to check all our episodes. On the go, if you're in the car or if you're running, if you're doing 5K tomorrow morning, listen on Spotify. You can listen to An Eternity of Basketball, Hang Time, and of course, yours truly, Who the Heck Are We? Speaking of Hang Time, they got Bricks Ramos. Did I say that correctly? Bricks?
Yep. UP
Bricks
boy yan.
Ramos.
UP
UP
boy yan.
boy. Yeah, from
Yep.
but sino naka-Ateneo jersey?
He transferred to Ateneo.
Okay,
To
Ateneo.
UP. To UP.
To UP, okay. And then Aaron Black and Denise Tensayo naman for Mukbang with Jojo. And An Eternity of Basketball is taking a 2-week break. So they'll be back on April 23. And then we would like to say thank you to all our sponsors. So that's Chops to Go, New Era, Hinalaban, Barrio Fiesta, Fujimama, Georgie's Delight, Cookie Chum, and Aqua Flask. And last but not the least, Cuts Apparel. Woo!
Dami, ah.
Dami.
Daming sponsor.
Pwede na, madami
Yes,
din
sir.
kayong mga...
Just like you guys.
just like you
Eh,
guys.
naghahanap na ako ng substitute eh. May isang hindi na renew.
Talaga?
Ooh.
Oh, yun. Taco Bros did not renew anymore. Anyway,
Gusto mo yan,
sister ko may-ari nun eh. Kaya
Yung
pinilit ko
Fujimama.
lang siya.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
Barrio Fiesta?
Let's talk offline about that.
Ayun. Online negotiation
Okay.
pala.
Online negotiation. So,
Either
so
of the two will be good.
yeah, so actually they're owned by my friends. So both of them are owned by my friends. So we could talk about it.
Yeah.
In fact, I did talk about us as a network. Anyway, so Sid, we had our first half. We talked about a lot of the current events in sports, and you're a sports writer.
Mhm.
Is that what you wanted to do
Yeah.
from the start?
Yes.
Why is that?
I just got derailed by business school. I got my MBA and joined the corporate world. But when I was a kid, I was 9 years old, and I was really a diehard Toyota fan. No, Sonny Joris is my idol. I would invent my own. Oh my gosh! Hanapin mo ko dyan.
Saan ka
Look
dito
for
sa
me
Alam
there.
ko kung sino ka dyan eh.
Look for me there.
Dapat nag-araw pala tayo dito, no?
Oo
Yeah.
nga. He's
But
the
yes.
one that you see his character here. And there's only two
Yeah.
people that you could see the character of, and you could choose between the two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ito, grade 3 ito. The year after this, yun. I started
The year
typing.
after this.
Typewriter pa eh. Typing my
Okay.
own game recaps. Siyempre, laging
Wow.
panalo ang Toyota, ganon. So,
Wow.
I would read the newspaper and, parang try and sort of pattern my writing style after whoever did the recaps. So, yun, that was my passion on nag-iimbento ako ng stories where Toyota won, of course.
Wow.
So, ever since, that's what I wanted to do. So, and then I took up journalism in college, sort of prepare myself for that.
Sa UP naman.
Yeah.
Ayan.
Teka, nawalaan pa ng mga tao kung sino ako doon. Hindi na.
Hala.
Hindi pa, sir. Ako na throw in the towel. Throw in the towel.
Mhm.
Row
Dalawa
3?
lang yan. Ito, yung top, second to the left,
Mm-hmm.
or the one in the middle that making that big face. That winking like that.
Yeah, I'm
So
the
you
one.
have
I'm
to
the one winking. I'm the one winking.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
That's why we have this group picture. Okay. Kaya pala no need ng arrow. Sir's the one.
Naalala mo to? Naalala mo ba
Winking.
itong...
Yeah, it's
Photo na.
grade 3 to UPIS. The girl sa second row, pinaka left, second row, that's the sister of the Gregorio brothers. Alan Pato and Ryan yan. Si
The
Cecil.
coach.
Cecil Gregorio. She's my classmate. Katabi nga kami mag-upkat niyan eh. Yung Cecil.
Oh,
Kaya magkasunod ang student number namin sa UP. I'm
galing.
thinking kung may anyone here became famous pero parang wala na eh.
Wow.
Yeah, so grade 3 yeah, grade 3.
So after that, that's when you decided to
Yeah,
write about sports.
I became hooked on sports talaga because of Toyota Crisp rivalry. Yeah,
But you never
graduate.
played. You never played.
No. Ano lang sa neighborhood.
Varsity or more of the pickup.
Pick-up game,
Pick-up
yung
games.
mga intercolor nung college, nung
Yes.
summer, high school, mga ganun. Summer na intercolor tournaments. Yun. Yun lang naglalaro. And intrams sa high school.
Did you write for like your school paper in high school before taking up journalism in
No,
UP?
I didn't. Nagbulak-bulak ako ng high school, hindi ako I didn't bother to to audition or for
Pero-
school paper.
While in UP taking up journalism, did you go, oh, my route na that time to cover the
Well,
UP varsity teams, like how we see today, campus journalism?
Well, we have one of our subjects kasi in masscom journalism, it's newspaper production. So we had to come up with our own newspaper. Tapos, by the end of the semester, we had to produce one issue, no? And ginawa nila ako sports editor. So I assigned stories to some of my writers. And actually, I remember one of my writers sabi ko, interview mo tong player ng UP. No? Pangalan niya, si Bo Perasol, sabi ko.
Wow. Okay.
He did a feature on Bo. And sabi ni Bo doon, kasi Bo is also a masscom student nun eh. So, parang yun yung angle na, may ka-college tayo na, merong masscom student na player ng UP. So, interview him. And pala, he started out in College of Music because Bo has actually a great singing voice. Magaling kumanta si Bo Perasol.
Okay.
Really,
We will tag Coach.
Yun ang Bo Perasol secret ko.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my Coach Bo, my Sir Noel. Sige sir, baka meron pa dyan. Yes.
Pwede
I
namin
love it.
itag.
I love it.
So that was one of the features that came out dun sa sports section ng newspaper na yun. So that's where I got my feet wet in editing and giving out sports assignments. And then in 91, that was my 5th year in college na.
UAP
obviously,
eligibility.
You're
Sulit,
parang,
sir. 5 years.
super senior eh.
super senior.
Host ng UP noon, ng UAP. And that year, I was a student of Ma'am Tessa Mines.
Oh yes,
And,
Ma'am Tessa. Legend.
In her PR class, and she was actually assigned to handle the media bureau of the UAP noon. Parang siya yung pinaka in charge sa media nung time na yun. So she yung mga students ng PR class niya, she assigned us to help out sa games. No, kami yung I'm glad you changed
Yeah, I did.
May
I saw it, yeah.
Hindi Instagram. Okay.
May Instagram. This is Twitter. No?
Yeah, that's Twitter. Yung,
Okay, got you.
So what we do is we would wait for the stats, then run to the press room. Kami nagdi-distribute noon sa media, no? And then we'd arrange for the coaches or whatever to come to to interview. Parang kami mga alalay noon. So, na-expose din ako doon how the league handled the media sa UAAP. No, so, and that was a fun season actually, 1991. Yun yung controversial na FU Lasal finals na the UAAP ordered the replay of the
fouls.
champion na dapat ang Lasal pero
nag-replay.
Ni-replay and Lasal didn't show up, so FU ang dineclare na winner by default. Pero so that's where I got exposed to the UAAP. And how PR agencies handled the media.
Right.
So doon pa lang, I owe a lot to Ma'am Tessa talaga for opening my eyes and teaching me all of this when I was in college. And that only piqued my interest a lot more, Tapos pa ako sa kanya, internship sa PR agency niya. So syempre marami na siyang sports clients like Shell, Formula Shell yung team. And then, pero after I graduated, I wanted sana to apply sa Sports Weekly magazine, which was the Bible noon of sports news in the Philippines. Weekly
Okay.
siya. All of the top columnists were there, pero I did not have the guts to go to the office to submit my for some reason.
Your CV.
Parang feeling ko hindi ako worthy na na maging ka-office mate sina Kinito Henson or sina
Wow.
yung mga ganun doon. Pero my prof in UP, one of my profs, Ben Domingo, was columnist there, and he actually invited me kasi he liked my work
Okay.
sa isang subject namin, investigative journalism. No, so I wrote about the BAP and the PBA. Yun ang topic ko noon. Siyempre, sports pa rin, And parang may mga sinuli niya isang paper ko, may mga comments siya, ganon. Yung parang na-dishearten nga ako noon. Sabi, oh, good, well written, but where is the news here? You're not reporting anything new. Okay, this is all from the newspapers. Ganon. Sabi ko, pero valuable lesson din yun, di ba? You don't just lift. You have to find out your own news. Pero at the bottom, he said, would you like to write for Sports Weekly? Okay.
Bang!
So, I gave him my resume, pero I didn't hear back naman after that. So, yun, I guess that was one reason why hindi na rin ako sabi niya, give me your biodata. I'll give it to the editor. But I didn't hear back naman from him. So, I guess it was meant to be.
Yeah.
So, ayun, I joined the corporate world. I took up my MBA after working for a couple of years sa isang trade magazine on trade publication pala on computers, which was the hot thing back then. Then took an MBA. It was called the Computer Times, actually.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Yeah, Computer Times. Wala na yung ngayon. It's a long time. And then I went back to school, na-masters ako, nag-MBA ako, and then after that, nag-corporate ako. I got into sales, marketing. I joined Ayala Corp. Worked there for subsidiary ng Ayala Corp. Worked for 3 years, and then I bounced around Makati. Pero while I was working, tinayo yung INQ7.net. I don't know if you guys remember that.
The INQ is Inquirer, di ba?
Yeah, INQ7. Dati GMA and Inquirer.
Yeah, I remember INQ7, yeah.
And my friends were editors there. So sabi ko, hey, I have a sports story. Baka magamit nyo. Sabi niya, tama-tama yun. We're looking for content for our online. We want our original content. We're not just gonna get from print. No? So, why don't you become an online columnist, sports. So that's where I got started actually. Pero walang bayad yun. Pero okay lang kasi I just wanted to get my name out there.
Yeah.
Okay lang. So for a year I wrote na walang bayad. And then I don't know, biglang from there it snowballed. I was one of the first to write strictly online about sports. And then I transferred to, you guys remember ubelt.com?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I remember that. Yeah.
I remember this part of your story also. Yeah, U-Belt, college hoops.
U-Belt and Inbound Pass, and that's where I worked.
Another one.
In the aughts, na 2001 up to 2009. That's where I was writing on. Exclusively online. But I had a day job the whole time.
Ooh.
It wasn't full time. Yung ko noon. But then I auditioned sa ABS, UAAP panel. I worked there for 3 years as an analyst for the UAAP games. And then, what do you call this? Hardball.
Yeah.
It's Bill Velasco and Chris Soler. I don't know what happened to that guy.
Yeah.
He lost touch na. Yeah.
He was doing football too for a while.
Yeah.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a football fan.
Yeah.
And then, tinay yung Yahoo Philippines. And the country editor was a friend of mine. He said, we're putting up something for Pacquiao. Aside for Manny Pacquiao, ringside with Manny, we're looking for bloggers. Would you be interested? Sabi ko, sure, walang problema. So, naging blogger ako for Yahoo. Then after a couple of years, they hired me full-time as a sports editor of Yahoo.
Wow.
So, I was there for 3 years. That was wonderful.
Yeah.
experience for me because alam mo iba talaga pag multinational eh. Yun
And
ang
the
Yeah.
masasabi.
dream. The dream talaga, sir. Living the dream.
Yeah.
We had free breakfast, free lunch, every day.
Wow.
And the food was really good.
Oh, sounds
It wasn't
perfect.
just like a freelance
No,
kasi
hindi lang siya tipong mga naka-styrofoam na ano. Hindi ganon. We had buffet for breakfast. We had buffet for lunch.
wow.
Every day.
The life.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tanong niyo siya, no? Tanong niyo si Carlo Pamintuan. He worked there. I hired him to join me there.
In
Sobrang sarap ng pagkain. So, yeah. We were
ESPN.
there for, yeah. For Yahoo. I hired him for Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Ay,
Sorry.
Yahoo pa rin.
Yahoo pa rin.
And then, yeah, we both joined TV5 after that. Nung, nagsara na yung Yahoo Philippines.
Sports. Yeah.
So, yun. And then, yun, nagka-ESPN partnership. Na hininto last year. Then ESPN went solo. Now in the Philippines, they maintain the website. No, wala na yung channel, of course, on air. Pero yung the digital presence is still there. It's ESPN.PH. And so that's where I'm working now, writing for now.
Mhm.
Are you the lone ESPN?
For now, for the Philippines, yes, for now.
Galing.
Working out the contracts for a few other writers. Hopefully, it will be on board by next month. But for now, solo flight ako, kaya back in the grind.
Ang hirap nun. Ang dami mong kailangan, you have a lot of sports to
Yung nga, sir.
cover. You got
And-
volleyball, you basketball, soccer, nako. dami.
Well, priority mo ng PBA.
Okay.
Yun talaga yung malakas sa site. And for the longest time kasi the past 4 or 5 years, nagsasara na lang ako ng page. I wasn't really out in the field anymore. Nakakapanibago pala talaga. Going back into doing that, mag-aabang, nag-interview, transcribing. Then medyo you have to recall it pala.
Yeah.
How to do
Back
it.
to ground zero, sir. Battlefield talaga.
Yep.
Good way. Good way to say it.
Yes.
Wow.
Sir, did you ever lose your passion or na-challenge yung passion mo with all the trials, solo flight, it's getting tough, management changing,
Pandemic.
Yahoo closing, even the pandemic.
Yeah.
For me, sometimes I question, wow, sports, is this the thing? But it's gone.
I think the toughest was 2020 talaga. Kasi that really challenged me. No? What to do with the team, keeping them motivated, what to write about, justifying stuff with upper management, budget, ganon. Kasi wala namang sinusulat, so bakit daw ako bibigyan ng budget? Wala namang news, di ba? So, yung mga ganon, it was really tough, no? But in the end, we really got creative, I guess. Talagang, necessity is the mother of invention. We came up with some really crazy stuff that we published in 2020. The 70s PBA in the 70s, PBA in the 80s, 90s, mga ganon. But yeah, that was the most
I
challenging.
remember that, yeah. I remember that, sir. They were actually
Ano na
interesting.
lang. Tapos
Tapos
may pa kami.
nag-draft pa kayo, nag-fantasy
Nag-draft,
pa kayo.
fantasy draft, tapos yung import showdown.
Okay.
I enjoyed it,
Of
to
course,
be honest.
Si Justin Brownlee nanalo, no? Pero, diba, parang kung ano-ano na lang iniisip namin na gimmick, just to, keep things interesting.
Stay afloat.
That was really, I think, the most challenging part. Pero I think early on, that was really, a big test, no? Because back then, 2000s, online wasn't really accepted pa noon. Print was still king, and I started showing up in events, and I could feel na, some of the old timers saying, "Sino ba to? Well, what is he doing
Who the
here?"
heck are you?
Oh, ganon.
Mhm. Now they know. Now they know.
Parang, parang hindi yung trato sa akin, no? Parang hindi ako co-equal nila. Ay, wala, online lang yan. So, ayun, since parang medyo pioneer ako, I had to go through that resistance to change, na gano'n, na something new, na baka maka-upset ng status quo. So, right now, I'm really, really glad or happy to see na there's so many online writers na.
Yeah.
Parang, yung mga pinagdaanan ko noon, parang nagiging worth it every time I see all of these new sports websites coming up and online writers being treated as equals na sa mga print writers. Yun. So it was all worth it in the end. Pero noong una, it was really, really, really tough. No? Parang hindi ako binibigyan ng stats after a game kasi pinaprioritize yung iba. Gumawa akong gago na mag-isa ako noon.
Online
ako lang.
lang.
So, yung gano'n, hindi ako binibigyan.
Kasi online ka lang.
Parang gano'n. I went through all of that.
Yeah.
So, I'm just glad na the current batch doesn't have to go through it anymore. So,
did you see the internet as the future, or you just said, "Oh, this is my chance. I'll just take it there," or you felt this was the way to go?
It was clear, kasi nga may business background ako, and I worked for parang an IT company na rin. And I already saw na our company noon was already being disrupted na by the internet yung technology we were offering. Parang we were all thinking, magiging obsolete tayo, malapit na because of this internet. So, ganun na ako katanda, nag-uumpisa pa lang yung internet nung nagtatrabaho ako. So, it was really gonna be, I felt, it was really gonna disrupt the way things were being done. And I also read the book by Andy Grove, Only the Paranoid Survive. You guys should read it. It's very good management reading. And he wrote a chapter there, 1997 pa lang ito, he wrote a chapter there saying na he felt na the internet is not just noise, it's gonna prove to be a strategic inflection point in the way business is gonna be conducted. So I remembered that. And it turns out he was right. So yeah, I was kind of prepared already. Na parang feeling ko this is the future when it's gonna come to media. Not just for industry, but also for media. This is gonna be pretty soon a major platform.
Yeah, it's good that you stuck with it. You stuck with it through kahit hindi ka binibigyan ng stats.
That business experience gave you that insight. So looking back, it proved to be invaluable.
Yeah. I guess I saw things in a different way. So it kind of prepared me also. So.
Look where you are now. I mean, despite patapos na yung pandemic, sana, hoping.
Sana wala nang
surge or anything.
Just be careful. Yes.
Just be careful. Hopefully, you get a team back, no? For ESPN, we get to read again.
Hopefully,
all your articles. Diba? Nakakamiss when you guys close. Parang, where can we read our really good writing?
Same.
Diba? Like really good writing. Yun lang. Kasi,
Sinishare namin yung posts, sir.
No, we share your posts during our
Yeah.
And then now,
Oh, thank you for that. Thank you.
It's hard to find good
Where
ones.
do we
But
go?
where'd you go? So, pictures na lang at saka yung ginagawa. So, anyway, we're towards our end of our because I know that you're gonna run tomorrow a 5K. So, Sid actually does his exercise every morning. We actually have magical questions now, and we don't have yet a name for this segment. But Clara will go. Is it me first, ba, Clara? Yeah, me first. No.
Ilang rounds pala siya?
I don't know. I think I do my first one, and then it's
Yeah,
yours.
you do your first, and then I do
patas.
2. Yeah. Sige, Clara.
So where do you see yourself 5 years from now? What is next for Mr. Sid Ventura 5 years from now? Yes.
Parang job interview to
May bagong title na tayo, sir.
If you have a blank check, what would you gonna do?
Uy, pwede yan.
I think I'd still be involved in the way in media, sports media, digital media, most likely, in one way or another, whether as an employee or as an owner of my own media outfit. I don't know yet, but yeah, I think it's bet to say I'll still be involved in that industry.
Okay, my question naman would be, this is a question that we took from from AOB is, how would you like to be remembered? Your legacy. That
Tito Sir Noel.
Tito Sir Noel's
Well, like I was mentioning kanina, I think like to remember as a pioneer of online sports writing.
Mm.
That's where I got started, and there were only a handful of us back then. So I'd like to think that I hope I paved the way for, you know, the next generations of sports writers. So yeah, that's how I'd like to be, remembered. Hopefully, people remember me that way.
We have the answer to who the heck is Sir Sid Ventura, so I think that's not a problem, sir.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
Yes.
Okay, so my other question, this is, no, you're familiar with the movie Back to the
Back to the
Future, right?
Future.
Of course.
Of course, right? Okay. So you own a DeLorean, Sid. You own
Hmm.
a DeLorean. You go inside, and then you go back 20 years from now. So okay, fine. Your
About
14-year-old
2000.
self. Yeah,
The
your
future or
14-year-old
what?
self. Back.
Okay,
For
back.
your 14-year-old self. You go
Mhm.
back to meet your 14-year-old self. What would you tell him?
Um, don't miss the tryouts for the track and field team.
No.
That was my one big regret because
Ooh.
I was
Okay.
supposed to try out for the track and field team of UPIS. And then my friend said, wag ka na pumunta ng bilyar na lang tayo. So I missed that. And I really regretted it. Up to today, I really regret doing that.
Sir,
Then, seriously,
okay. Nanalo ka ba
that
sa
was one thing,
pustahan?
pero,
That's a good one, though. That's a very good one.
ano nga ba? I'd tell him na, you're not as good as you think you are. There's always someone better out there who's better than you. So be humble and you have to continue improving your craft because it's very competitive out there, and you're not ready right now. So yeah, I'd probably tell him something like that because I was kind of cocky in high school. UPIS ako eh. Ganun. So,
Isco.
yung pagdating sa UP, parang na-humble ako na,
Wow.
hindi pala ako ganun kagaling. so marami palang magaling sa akin. Parang ganun. So, I would have told my high school version na, you got to prepare for that. You got to be more competitive and be more industrious in what you do. Don't take any days off.
Kaya 5 years ka
you
sa,
work.
ano, kaya 5 years ka sa UP.
Yeah. I mean,
Actually,
if kung... Oh, okay. Kung UAP player ka, sir, sagad naman yung playing years.
Oo, playing years mo.
Yes, sir.
Lumagpas nga, 6 years nga eh.
Some
Wala,
players
hindi na
stay
pwede.
after.
Hindi na pwede yung, ano yan, what you call the masteral?
Yeah.
Meron, Masters Save Lucero is Masters.
Oh, save. Yeah.
Master. Phew. Okay. siya yung flavor of the day. To and through. Yan daw ang bago
to and
name.
through.
To and through.
To and through, yeah.
Yes. Can I add something? No intention, sir, to pirate because I love the questions on eternity. It got us thinking of our own. But do you mind if I could see you answer your question? UAP yung team, more or less. Could you give us your UP all-time starting 5?
Oh my God.
That would be cool with you. Since
By
ikaw yung
position ba yan,
mastermind
o by
behind
position
this
ba yan?
question. Yes, sir. Your 5, 4,
By
3, 2,
position.
1. Yes.
Favorite ba o best?
I can let you pick the route
Iba yan eh.
that you want to take, sir. Parang
Favorite. Sige.
favorite kasi baka may...
Hybrid siguro.
Oh, hybrid.
Okay,
Sige.
sure.
Okay. Ito, blast from the past. Hindi ko na siya naabutan. Fort Acuna. Probably be my small forward. He was a good friend of my dad's. He became coach of Toyota. And fortunately, he committed suicide after Toyota fired him, 1981. He was the MVP in 1969, even though UP didn't win a single game. But he was, I heard he was a very, very good scorer, a small forward. Okay, that would be one. And then, gonna go with Ronnie Maggs.
Of course.
Estudyante ng mom ko yun, sa UP. Okay? Siya ang shooting guard ko because he played shooting guard in UP.
Hindi before point guard?
Before moving down.
Eric Altamirano was the point guard.
Okay.
Ginawa lang siyang point guard sa PBA.
Which is normally the case, yes, I think.
Yeah.
Center, of course, Bonjing. Benji.
Bonji.
Bonjing, Papa Bear na siya ngayon eh. Pero nung panahon namin sa UP, he was Bonjing.
Bonji.
Aha.
His nickname.
How can you
Papa
take someone so
Bear.
seriously with the name Bonji?
I know, right?
Kasi raw, Kenkoy talaga raw yun eh. In practice and everything, I'm sure you watched the Joy Loizaga episode.
Yeah, I was the TD.
Yeah, nahila siya ng shorts ng teammate, di ba? So, ganun siya. So, yan, Benji, my center. So, I
Papa
still have
Bear.
shooting guard and a power forward.
Yes.
Shooting guard, gotta be Paolo Mendoza.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a scoring machine.
Yeah, he's a scorer.
Yeah.
Best shooter of all time from UP, para sa akin. And then power forward, I'm kind of trying to choose So toss-up between Nestor David and Brian Gahol. Although separate si Gahol, pero minsan nagpo-power forward siya kasi kakampi niya si Alan Gamboa. And Gamboa will be the center. Pwede bang tie? O 6-man si Nestor? Nestor is one of my all-time favorite Maroons eh.
I was able to. I reached Nestor David already watching hoops.
Yeah, he's really great.
Take a dig.
He's also a great player then. A great person off the court.
Oh.
Really,
Great.
Really, really great person.
So
I'll
he's your
probably
sixth
go
man.
with Brian, the late Brian Gahol. So he was a good friend of mine. I was really heartbroken when he died
Yeah.
in 2014.
Car crash.
So yun, 6-man ko is, car crash. 6-man ko is Nelson. So, Nestor.
Nestor.
Nestor David.
So,
Nestor David. Tama.
Yeah.
Fort Acuna, Brian Gahol, and then Ronnie, Paulo, and Benji. That would be my all-time UP fan.
Sir Sid showing he is a true OG
Yeah.
UP hoops fan with that choice right there. So,
Okay.
wow.
That's
I didn't
good.
plan that, sir, but thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that
My
came
pleasure.
up. That's good. Okay, so
Master answering his own question, of course.
I love it. Yeah.
This
Best sa
answer
kanya, best teammates. We could ask that again. Wow. We'll steal that.
medyo mahirap yan, best teammates ni sir. Baka
Wala.
Teammates, well,
may magtatampo. Teammates,
Pero-
workplace, kasama.
So Sid, now is the time for you to say thank you and your shout outs before we go to our last segment talaga of Who the Heck Are We? So
Yes, sir.
this is your platform, your time to
Family,
fan club
friends.
ka.
Ayun, sir, yes. The fan club part, may
Sid
we
Ventura
confirm?
fan club.
Wala.
Kung may fan club ka, sir, this is the
Wala.
chance to
I don't
acknowledge
think I
them.
do. No, I don't.
Or if
I don't
they
have a
need
fan
to the elections are coming, they need to choose the right
I like
morally correct person. So
Well,
it's up
if
to
you're
you.
my friend on Facebook, you know naman which candidate I support. I-friend nyo na lang ako.
Hindi, friend naman kita, so I see that.
Nakikita
So
mo naman,
go.
di ba? You won't see it on Twitter because medyo sports ang personality ko sa Twitter.
Right.
Sports guy, so not really too political there.
Yeah.
Who do I have to thank? Medyo baduy eh. Siyempre, my parents. For, supporting my, yeah. And then, what else? Ma'am Tessa really was, very instrumental in nudging me towards this. My high school teacher also, the late Professor Josefina Lorenzo, told me na I had a gift for writing and I should pursue it. And then in college, all of my journalism professors, they all chipped in their own little way to guide me and build up my knowledge. And then siguro the people at INQ7.net, sina Erwin Oliva, who became my boss in Yahoo, and barkada ko si Leo Magno, they gave me a voice. They allowed me to write, and they took a chance on me to try out sports writing, and I'm glad it turned out well. And then from U-Belt, the Roa brothers, Raul and Danny, who reached out. Nag-member lang ako sa U-Belt na forum. I was no longer with INQ7. Nag-member lang sa UBELT na forum, and syempre I had to enter your name and email address, and then after a while nag-email si Danny, are you the same Sid Ventura who used to write for INQ7? And then, I'm a big fan of yours. Would you like to write for UBELT? So ayun, that's how I joined UBELT actually. So thank you, Danny, for that. And then inbound pass, Mike Abasolo, Mike, my man, he's my guy. He really supported me all those years. We did Coach Now, which is a coaching clinic that we had held for 3 years. He's already in LA. Pero we saw each other when I was there in 2018. Mike, yeah, marami rin akong dyan. Utang na loob kay Basolo. And then Yahoo, the Yahoo people, Sir Erwin Oliva ule, who hired me. And then all of my writers who have put up with me all these years. Sometimes I get cranky. Sometimes I shoot down their stories coldly. Pero, most of them stuck by me. So thank you for that. And yung mga, Charlie and Noel also. So the AAOB has been really blessing for all three of us, and hope we can still continue that. And ayun, sa ating fans ng AAOB, thank you, and continue to support us. And my wife also understands, who thankfully understands the life of a sports writer, sports editor. I'm forever grateful for that. Yeah, that's it.
Because they're confirmed, my fans. Just to add to your support system.
Oh, the EOB, grabe.
Yes.
Grabe.
Crazy. It's crazy following. Yes.
Awesome following there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of lang parang minsan, so quick lang but I have to pinch myself, and minsan mga former players na I used to idolize, they're part of the AUB community, nagko-comment sila, and, they greet each other, happy birthday on our page. Parang, di ba, how crazy is that, diba?
Yeah, galing.
Forum, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing, really.
The community. That's the bright light. The bright light. The best thing that probably happened to you. The silver lining in during the pandemic for you.
Yeah.
You guys lost your job, but yet you, something came out from the ashes, which is AEOB. So congratulations there. And,
yes.
Thanks. Thanks for having me also.
Yeah. Okay. So, Claro, are you ready for your
Yep. You got your slide ready.
Yeah.
For the Okay.
Are you ready for your?
Yep.
What do you call it? Your sound effect?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are now in our segment called "Who the Heck Are We? What a Draft." There you go. Okay.
Hired yan by the Elorde cousins.
Oh wait, did we make the Oops, I didn't do the.
No, I got it.
You got it. You got it.
I got it.
Good job.
I got it.
Good job.
There. Oops. Hindi yan Undertaker na. It's not part of the script. Ayan. Tama ba spelling moniker? Naka-red.
Moniker. Dapat walang.
I don't know.
Ba't naka-red?
Baka Iya ako. While we're doing it.
Nasa harapan ka pa ng.
I know, right? Sports writer. Naging podcaster ako.
So 5, okay. Tig 5.
Yes, sir.
Pero
Tig 5, but no repeating,
Pero no repetition,
No repetition,
yes,
okay?
So, Sir Sid, first pick, Claudia.
NBA PBA, NBA PBA.
Okay.
So, you have to go one first, and then what is it?
Okay.
Ikaw muna, Sid,
Pwede bang,
ako,
okay,
si Claudio.
pwede bang moniker siya pero for 2 players to? Parang
I will say
sila.
yes. I will say yes, sir.
Tandem sila. Tandem sila. Well, they cannot be. Yeah, I think so.
I'm game for one spot. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think meron ka kasi, Clara.
Yeah. I've always loved the moniker Extra Rice.
I knew it.
Bo Belga and JR Kinyahan.
Who gave that?
I don't know. I really don't know. I really love that moniker. So yeah, that's my
nice,
first pick.
Yeah. And I'm crossing that out of my list.
Wow. That's actually
yeah.
That's a good one.
Okay, Claudia.
Ako, of course, gosh, I don't know which one to choose because his airness. Of course. Hello.
You say his airness, your airness.
Marvin the Martian said it in Space Jam, right?
Your airness.
Hello, your airness.
Or just airness. No?
Airness,
Parang high.
airness,
Yeah.
MJ.
Air.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay lang, no? If I might go PBA route.
Of course.
Surprisingly.
Wow,
Yeah. I know, right?
Normally
I'm
you
like,
don't,
wow,
huh?
I'm on lifting all the early
Yeah.
2000s childhood. Okay.
Yeah.
Mahilig ako sa mga mga eroplano and stuff, blah blah blah. Skywalker.
Oh!
Okay.
Man!
And
Okay,
then this
out there.
one stuck also. Na-swap ko by accident. Triggerman.
Oh, you got, oh my gosh. I
Kinuha mo
swear,
rin.
you got,
And I'm
yeah.
like, ang
Look,
catchy eh.
there. See? There. I had it. Oh my
Ayan,
goodness.
dito yung spaghetti ko.
Kainis.
Yung
Ako naman ito.
Okay.
See, it's mine. Oh,
Okay.
there. Oh.
Claudia.
Skywalker, if you see it there. Skywalker.
It's there.
Oh, yeah. Kainis.
Yan. So Claudia then Sir Sid 2 straight. So Sir, babawi naman because of the snake.
Kainis,
Baba-
you got this. Okay. For PBA, I'll go for PBA.
Okay.
Captain Lionheart. You know, Captain Lionheart. Yeah. Alvin
Alvin,
Patrick.
yeah.
Captain. Sorry, generation. Tama, no? One word lang.
Kay Lionheart. Yeah.
Ay, with a space?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
Sir.
Okay, PBA, the Kraken.
So yun na yung first 2 picks ko, sir. Kunin ko yung Kraken.
galing.
The Kraken. That's a really, really good nickname.
Yeah.
Sino nagbigay niyan?
Yeah, there's a lot of debate on that.
Chuck Araneta?
Hindi pa rin ma-figure out kung si Maguba or si Sir Sev.
Okay.
One of them.
One of them. Okay.
Ako ulit, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, balik NBA naman. Wag mo na NBA. Ito, nickname of the greatest Filipino player of all time, the Big Difference.
Kaloy Loizaga.
Yes.
Nice. Kainis. I really don't like you now, Claro.
Everyone's stealing your answers.
I know, because
Pick it earlier.
I know.
Okay, Claudia.
Fine. Me. The Quick Brown Fox.
Ay,
Mhm.
I thought you were gonna get that.
Brown.
I thought you were gonna get
Brown.
that. The big difference. Yeah. The
Or
Quick Brown.
gawin natin PBA and then let's get all the back NBA. Pwede, no? Okay, this is where I'm hitting that already. Okay. I'll risk it na. No. Sorry. I have one.
Okay.
It sticks in my head for some reason. Ang catchy Soul Train.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's good.
And then, back to back na pala.
Back to back ka.
Yeah. Whew, I have to go with this.
That's Sol
Yes, sir.
Mercado or
That's so
Yes, sir.
So dapat
Yes, sir.
walang U.
dapat
diba?
Hey,
SOL.
SOL. Thank
SOL.
you.
Walang
Thank
U,
you.
walang U.
Kasi Soul. Thank you.
Mm.
Who's this? Cool Cat.
Yeah.
Grew up hearing that.
I knew you were gonna put that.
Tito Miko Halili daw. They said, Sir Sid, tama ba? Siya yung nagbigay ng name. I
Not
believe.
sure. I don't.
Cool.
Maybe.
Cool
Yeah,
cat.
maybe.
So, okay. And Claudia, Sir Sid.
Ito, I'm not sure kung, PBA, basta naglaro, ha? Naglaro sa PBA, di ba?
Yeah.
The Black Superman.
Oh my gosh. Woo! Really?
Billy Ray Bates, yeah. Sige.
May kasama pang hangover.
Nasty
The
player.
legend of the Black Superman. May follow-up stories pa, sir, after Pacific Rim sa newspaper, no?
Oh, yeah.
Siya dito.
Yeah.
Ay, nako. That's
He's infamous.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, stayed here loafed around for a few months here. Okay, wala pa akong NBA,
Wala pa. Wala pa.
Yeah.
Sige. Dr. J,
Julius Irving.
iconic nickname.
Doctor. I'll spell it out.
Nakakala ng hindi si Dr. J ng analyst ng PBA.
Hindi ako.
Baka.
Okay.
Ikaw ulit.
Ay, sir.
Last-
One more pick.
last pick.
Get
Okay, ito. Unique din ito. Na nickname, PBA. The Scholar. That's
As in,
Philip
like,
Cesar.
Parang
The
scholarship.
Okay, the scholar.
He's scholar.
Philip
talaga.
Cesar.
That's the
Yeah.
scholar. But scholar.
I don't know if Pingoy Pengson nag
galing
bansag sa kanya na scholar because he's so cerebral, I think, yung ano niya.
Okay.
The way he approached
Matalino
the game.
talaga. Oh, okay.
Ito, I'm
Sorry.
glad that none of you got it. El Presidente.
He was on my list actually.
Yeah, okay. Who is, he was...
Okay. I'll give my answer na, and then I'll just say what I left out.
Yeah, sige, okay.
I just like the ring in this. I like the ring. Air Force Ellis. It's just stuck in my head when I heard it. Okay. Papasok sa game, sumisigaw na yung mga Ginebra
Air
fans,
Force.
diba?
Nawala siya, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't last in the league. Okay. My schoolmate Jason Perkins will get mad. And Kib. I had Hefty Lefty. I had Man of Steel on my list. But
Okay.
ito you factor in PBA, I went hoops.
Yeah.
I left out my schoolmates. Yeah.
You went all PBA, look at you. I had
This is my
I had
childhood, I can say.
this one. I had the Velvet Touch. Remember the you know who the Velvet Touch is?
Sorry.
Richie Tixon.
Oh.
Richie Tixon, the Velvet Touch. Richie Tixon.
Ganun ba?
Mr. Velvet Touch, yeah.
I didn't know that.
If we went NBA, I would have had Agent Zero.
Gilbert Arenas. Okay. Nawala ba ako? Hello? What's happening? Am I the only one left?
All right, I think we all lost. We got all that was
Yeah.
weird. Wala ka.
Weird.
Nawala ka ba, Sid?
Nag-freeze kayo eh. So, I think nawala ako. I don't know.
Nawala lahat kami. Pati si Claro nawala.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Potentially
we're
sa
back.
software lang. Yes. But we
It was
just
a
wrapped
software.
up the draft and then we were
Yeah.
just blabbering. Kung nag-NBA, I was telling Sir Sid, I would put Gilbert Arenas. I
Yeah.
have his
And
name.
Agent Zero.
Yeah.
And I actually, what I was saying when I was cut off, I had the Big Dipper.
Ooh.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Will Chamberlain.
If naging NBA,
Parang-
the NBA track.
Parang he was too big though to be just a planet. Diba? He had to be a constellation.
Constellation.
The Big Dipper.
Oh,
Yan yung ano.
I'm
And
proud
the
of
Aerial Voyager. The Aerial Voyager.
the Aerial
Version nila.
Voyagers. Good.
Kung
Pero
Pilipinas
may-
yun, baka maging balde or tangke.
Okay. In fact, 'di ba meron si El Aparador. Nalala niyo yun?
Yeah,
I might have heard of this one.
Si
Yeah.
UP, taga UP ba yan? UE? He was big.
No.
He was, anyway.
Football
Dami,
yung
there were-
pumapasok sa akin Ed Gobernador.
Oh
Diba?
my God. And then
Yeah.
there's even Principe K. Remember him? Ano? Sid? Guido Babylonia? Principe K. Kasi the late Guido Babylonia.
Oh, yeah.
Principe
Oh,
K. I remember
Hindi ko
because
magets.
because he had big ears.
Okay.
So yeah.
The name. Okay.
Yeah. Ang daming weird names that didn't stick,
Wow.
but
Yeah. Names are fun kasi nagiging pop culture
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
It adds entertainment then when the commentators were called in this and that. Tawan.
Aaron Skywalker, Triggerman.
Yeah.
When I chose mine, and I knew
Legendary.
you went all PBA straight, sabi ko, patay, he's gonna get. Sabi ko, patay. Yeah. Dami,
Buti
may
nga may
pistol
ed-
Pete
gu-
pa.
Yeah. Buti nga may editor tayo with my
Yeah.
I'm not so
Okay.
sure with the names, yes.
Yeah. So, ayun. So, Sid, thank you so much for this.
Sure,
We
thank
enjoyed
you.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
This
Thanks
was
for
fun.
having me.
Thank you. Yeah, of
Yes.
course. It was short notice pa. It was last week that we told you, no? So,
Yeah.
uh,
We saved this draft topic actually.
yeah, we did. We
We
actually did.
We're not
We
lying,
did.
sir. We're
Yeah,
not
so I
lying.
go, when we have Sid, this is the topic that we're gonna.
Mhm.
Then when we found out it was, when we got and confirmed it was you, we were so excited. Kami, yay,
Yes.
yay!
Kompleto na yung 4 Eternity of Basketball
For
squad members.
Scott. Yeah. So, ayun. So,
Save the best for
thank you
last,
so
guys,
much.
yeah.
Of
Yes,
course,
sir.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
we had Attorney Charlie, so I don't know if that's the best or not. And then biglang, and then si Noel muna. Si Noel muna pala.
Grabe ah.
And then si Charlie. And then si JPM. And then ikaw, si
Mhm.
Galing. Yeah. So thank you so much, Sir Sid.
Yeah.
We'll put
Thank
you
you, sir.
backstage. And you could go as well because I know that you have to sleep. Wrap up na kami ni
Yeah.
Claro. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
sir.
Thank you, Claro. Thank you, Claudia.
No
Thank you,
worries.
sir.
Great show you
Yeah.
have, guys.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
Okay.
Ayun.
So, that was
Yeah.
great.
That was fun.
Sulit yung topic ah. Props. I know you thought about this even last year, right? You
Yeah.
didn't write
yeah.
it down. I forgot. Ay, may draft na pala tayo kay Sir Sid.
That's right. Like,
So-
oh my gosh, you have to do it. Yeah, it was fun.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So-
thank you for bringing out the PBA in me further.
I know. I was like,
Childhood, yeah.
when I gave the
I love my
Ernest
nicknames.
and then you went PBA, I'm like, oh, he's gonna get the 2 once I have. He's gonna get the 2 once I have.
I felt just konting kwento like I feel the connection kasi local
Kainis.
players,
Yeah.
right? As compared to NBA where during the other side of the Pacific Ocean, I'll go with the local flavor.
But his Ernest is still number 1, right? Jordan.
No, like,
his Ernest.
yeah, you opted
Yeah.
to NBA kasi we said, kahit saan, basta basketball. Di ba?
Yeah.
Pwede.
But I like my
Cat
other draft.
is something.
I like my
Yeah.
other.
Yeah,
I like
it was good. The Black Superman was a good one. Yeah.
The Black El President.
Yung-
Yeah.
Yung extra rice, I think I would
Yeah,
have
that was
taken.
good.
I would have taken in
That
the
was very
third
good.
round with Soul Train potentially. Yeah. But Sir Sid got it. That's a good choice. Kaya umuo. Yes.
Meron pa nga dami. Rara na Sela. They're good.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Oh, here. I had no, these are all I had Asi just to add.
the rock. The rock.
Asi Taulap. Yeah. Ageless Asi. Ageless Asi.
Ageless Aussie, yeah.
Yes. Also the Rock.
And then the
But
Fast
I
and
am-
the Furious pa. Oh.
Tama, ayun.
Yeah.
But I am
Dami!
glad
Yeah.
I got my Air Force Ellis. I could
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
I pushed my luck. No?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Meron pa
so
nga,
sorry.
Defense Minister, si Jerry Cordillera. So, but that was a fun, that was a fun
Mhm.
episode.
No one
It was
took
good to-
Destroyer, just before you end. No one took
Yeah.
Destroyer.
Parang, siguro if we went 10, if we had 10, I think I would have probably
Posible.
gotten it.
Posible.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I would. That's actually good. Give respect to the commentators, anchors, sports writers for thinking of these nicknames, no? It's not easy.
Yeah. And I'll tweet this to Tito Miko. I think he said he made the name Cool Cat. Let's see. I'll
Ask
verify.
him. Tag him, and we'll tag him.
Yeah,
But,
I remember seeing a post somewhere. Hey, Cool Cat looks legit.
yeah. So anyway, reminder, our Barrio Fiesta trivia contest is still up and running till tomorrow at till 8 p.m. So if you want kare-kare and crispy pata, check it out.
And-
Put even
And Pepsi. May kasama
And
pang
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Ayun, you can add Sir
Ay.
Sid Ventura. Kasi
Yeah,
my fans,
exactly.
we confirm, may mga fans si Sir Sid, AEOB, or even before, you can put his name, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Ang daming natin snippets, to be honest.
yeah.
dami
Hindi nga, yeah, but for the giveaway, hindi trivia, madali lang di ba?
Oo, this was good.
Just type the name of the person, may raffle entry ka na, kung matalino ka, copy-paste that name, put it on
Copy-paste
Instagram, 2 entries, 1 entry on Facebook, 1 entry on Instagram, chance for a free meal. I mean, hey, who can't say no to free food, right? That's one of my mottos.
Yeah. All right. So thank you so much, Claro. Are we having a guest next week?
We'll see. We'll see.
Ooh, it's gonna
Baka
be
meron, baka wala. We'll find out,
surprise!
guys. Yes, we
Yeah.
might need to take a break also, like our Eternity of Basketball. My Eternity of Basketball tickets.
Titos,
Every
yeah.
week, tuloy-tuloy. But we have fun. But we're not gonna run away.
Yeah, we're not.
Konting timeout lang. Yes.
Malapit na tayo mag 100. Oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So good. So thank you so much on behalf of Claudio Mazzano. This is Claudia Perrine, and this ends our episode 95. It's on the books. Bye. Ooh. That's the best moniker. Well done.